I don't know why I'm laughing. I haven't even started the video yet. Hello everyone, and welcome to another facecam video. Yeah, I know, it's another facecam video. Oh my god! And in today's facecam video, I'm going to be showing you my old stories, what I wrote when I was about 12, 13. It's not gonna be good, that's all I'm gonna say. It's really not good, okay? I've got them right here, okay? Yeah, I pulled that from my arsehole. I'm making too many arsehole jokes in 2 videos, I can't. So, in here I have my old stories, and it's quite nice because it's, you know, it's categorized by cringe to cringy. What I'm trying to say is that my stories are cringy, that's what I'm trying to say to you, okay? Basically, in here are the stories I typed up, and printed off as a child. I was a very weird child, just to say, and, I just basically wrote down what was in my mind. Like, I had these weird dreams, and I would kind of put them into reality by making them into stories, because at the moment I wanted to be an author. Well, things change, I guess. And now, I was looking through my stuff early on today, and I realised I need to do a video on this, because this is pretty good, and I haven't read these stories in absolutely ages. I didn't even know I had this folder with me, okay? This is just weird. So, the first story is, if you can probably see, I'm probably bending the folder right now, but I don't care. It's front. Okie dokie. So, yeah, if you can see, I did do quite a bit. The thing is, this didn't even take me long. Like, it didn't even take me that long either. Okay, so this is what I did when I was a child. This is mental, okay? Alright. Ben passes it to Jimmy and he kicks the ball into the net. Full stop. Oh my god. Greatest introduction to a story ever. And I like how his name's Jimmy as well. Ben passes the ball to Jimmy. Oh, sorry, Ben passes it to Jimmy. I'm sorry, but no one knows what it is. It could be anything. It could be kicking around a fucking chicken. They're not kicking around a chicken. It's a ball, obviously, because it's a football game. Okay. Okay, in the zone. Everyone starts to cheer. We'd made it into the qualifiers. Without a doubt, we would go into the final 18. We had won them after the final whistle, and the scores were 4-1. Okay, we had a goal festival. I like how the scores are 4-1, then there's no comment. It just literally, I can't see it because it's blue. My camera's really bad. It just says we had a goal festival with no comma or anything. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Of course, I was like 12, so of course this is gonna make no sense. My stories still make no sense right now, so it's fine. Ben had 2 goals and I forgot I called this guy on my team Weasel. Basically, there's a guy on my team called Weasel, apparently. I know. Ben had 2 goals and Weasel had 1, and Jimmy in the 90-minute stoppage time. That makes no sense whatsoever. I'm sorry, Ben, but it doesn't make any sense, okay? It literally makes no sense. The score was in the local newspaper. It said, local team smashes Raiders. I forgot the H and smashes. That's what it says. If it hears barking, I have 2 puppies. Yeah, I don't think I told you, did I? I don't think I told my audience. Well, I've got 1 puppy because we originally had 4, and they went to different people on the street for no reason. I don't think we could actually handle 4. They're having 4 big dogs, so if you hear barking, it's them. The one we've got now is currently cheeky, and honestly, he's adorable, he's loud. It does my head in, but I still love them, okay? So, yeah, let's get back to the story before I cringe into oblivion. For the qualifiers, we had to work extremely hard and collect some good passing abilities. That still doesn't make any sense. Collect some good passing abilities. I'm sorry, but that makes no sense. It just really doesn't. Our next match was against the Bloody Mary squad, and apparently they had 2 cups. That means they won the football championship twice. I think people know when they've won a cup, they've won a football championship. I just thought I had to explain myself at every sentence. Our next match was against the Bloody Mary squad, and apparently they had 2 cups. That means they won the football championship twice, and I even spelled championship wrong. Yeah. 2 days pass and the squad is feeling the pressure. If they lose, they will be knocked out of the championship, and that means we won't get into the group stages. That's fair enough. Today was the day, and our hearts started to pound harder than we ever imagined. The first half was up shortly. We lined up and sang our theme tune, which is boring. In brackets. Yeah. Where was I? It was all about pounding. We lined up and sang our thing. Wait, I've already read that, haven't I? Me and Weasel started off passing the ball to each other. The attacker ran up to me and I lobbed the ball to the goalkeeper. He picked it up and gave a big kick and kicked it halfway down the pitch. Gave a big kick. Jimmy found some space to run and cross. He fell and kicked it in the air. It plopped straight in front of me, so I smashed it with me righty. Yeah, I did say that. I'm not trying to parody it. I literally said I smashed it with my righty. 1-0. Yes. I shouted in happiness, semicolon. Ooh. Didn't know I used that, but I'm proud now. Hammered a whopper from the outer box and nailed it in the net. 1-1. We had our work cut out for this team. The stoppage time approached, and by the second half the scores may stay the same. The whistle was loud. That meant it was the break until the second half. I think people know by now when in a football match, when the whistle blows, it's half time or someone's injured. I don't need to keep explaining myself. Of course it's half time. The next 20 mins. I put in the next 20 mins. Okay, the next 20 mins. We gobbled our oranges and got back onto the field. We gobbled our oranges. That's interesting. We gobbled our oranges. Gobbled. We had to be sharp. The Bloody Mary squad started off with Big Curly and Johnson. Don't know where I got Big Curly from, but it exists. They kicked off and the jumping came, and one of the best free kickers for their team took it. Big Curly. He made a spot to shoot at it and the wall and took 3 steps back. I just didn't think of my grammar, did I? I just really didn't. He came running and whack. It curled wonderfully into the net. 1-2. 2 goals for Big Curly. We had no idea how to come back now because we only had 20 minutes to do it. The commentators was rocking in their chairs shouting into the microphone because Weasel slammed into the goalkeeper and fell to the ground. The referee came running with a red card. Good for us because Big Curly was sent off with a red card. 2-2. I smashed it into the far right corner, the ball, and shooting for no apparent reason. That just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. It just really doesn't. Weasel came in and skidded and took Brad to the ground. He holding his knee in agony. That I don't know what's going on. The referee holds up a yellow card for violent conduct. I remembered actually finding that word out like that very day. So I was at my auntie's house and I watched a thing called Final Score, and I think it's on now. And basically, I kind of like saw the word on the television, and I basically just like asked my auntie like what it meant. So, what does the word violent conduct mean? I don't know, Ben. Go and search it for yourself. basically she told me what the word meant, and I basically put it into my story. Like, that was pretty good of me, I guess. Okay, so the next bit, this is just in my dreams. I generally thought, a brilliant winger Brad was substituted for small, nervous Ray Broccoli. Yeah, Ray Broccoli. Every fan shouted nerd at him, throwing kickballs at his head and being abusive. He ran off crying with a shiner of a black eye. I was just trying to use slang. I was just trying to be cool. I just wasn't cool. I just really wasn't. The last 5 minutes was crucial time to score. 4 minutes. We had a corner. Booted it far into the sky. I saw the ball. I jumped in the air and lifted my left leg and twisted my body 90 degrees and shot it straight into the net. The team all jumped on me and the cheers was amazing. The final score was 3-2 and a brilliant hat-trick for Ben Paul. And a whopper of a way to end the game. The commentators said they leant on their seats and saw the team carrying me and saying, "We are Tudor FC." The team carrying me. Well, I don't think I was alright when I was younger. I don't think I actually was. I generally think I had problems. I don't actually think that. And then I put at the bottom just a little thing to continue the story, even though no one was going to read this except me. I don't know why I was talking to an audience, because obviously no one would read this because it's absolutely shit. I'm sorry, Ben from the past. It was just terrible. I can just hear him crying alone. I'm getting deep. It basically says, catch the second part of this amazing trilogy, and I spelt trilogy wrong. I spelt it Triolgy. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be down there. Like, come on. Like, I know. There was even a spell checker on the internet, and I still managed to get things wrong. That's how dumb I was. Catch the second part of this amazing trilogy of Tudor FC and see their compelling journey. Their compelling journey. Anyway, this took a lot longer than I expected. So, if you do want another video like this when I read another one of my stories, because trust me, I wrote a lot. Literally. I wrote a lot. I genuinely mean it, I wrote a lot when I was a kid. If you do want another one, please smash that like button and subscribe to Benny Dubs, and I'll do another one. If this video gets to about, this is gonna be real. If this video gets to 3 likes, I'll do another one. Or just one comment saying, can you do another one? And I'll do another one. It doesn't bother me, it's fine. I don't mind reading this out because I genuinely want to laugh at myself, because the last story just didn't make any sense. Literally, it just didn't make sense. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. And peace. Oh, I'm still on record, great.